Without further ado, let me now welcome our featured presenter. You know him, I know him, we all love him. He is the founder of LoveBiome and our CEO, Mr. Kelly Olson. Kelly, please take it away.
I want to make sure that everybody understands exactly what we're doing. What is our strategy with LoveBiome? Our strategy is to create a brand that will dominate our space, that will dominate the microbiome health space. It is exploding. We know that the era of the microbiome is going to be the largest wave of nutritional health and awareness that we have ever seen before. Just in the last year, it has exploded exponentially beyond what we even anticipated. We are in the middle of a revolution of people finding out about their bodies and understanding how to manage their health. We are in a transition period from the old supplement-driven industry of nutrition to a microbiome-centric approach to health. And we, by the way, we anticipated that this was going to happen, and we are at the forefront of this. And we have the opportunity to dominate. We have the opportunity to be a major or the major player in this space. But let me tell you, the process does not happen all by itself. It happens very methodically and affirmatively and relentlessly, meaning that we all must be united. We have to understand exactly who we are and what we do. We have to understand the core principles that drive us, that we founded our company on, and that actually are the foundation of every decision, every product that we make, every presentation that we do, every peak interest that we do, so that we are not all over the place, but that we are focused and united, and we deliver a message that will stand the test of time. And what is the benefit of this? What is the payoff? The payoff, you guys, is that we are building a brand that will create loyalty, loyal customers that will buy our products through their lifetime. Now, I want to show you a couple of images. Can you all see this image on your screen? This is a venerable old American brand product that's still, everybody, as soon as they see this label, I know Americans. I'm not sure if this is worldwide or not, but I can tell you that every single American, when they see this image, immediately recognizes what it is. Most every single American home has a box of Arm & Hammer baking soda in their home. It's just passed on from, it's over 100 years old, this brand. And so it's been passed on from generation to generation. And it's still big. The point that I'm making is this. Guess how much advertising they do to advertise this brand now every year? Practically none. The reason is that they put the effort into building this brand image and the brand value so strong that it has created habit among consumers. It has created a situation where people buy it without thinking about it. Now, I want you to think how valuable that is to that company. The name of the company is Church and Dwight. Imagine how valuable it is for that company to own a brand that people see and it's just automatic. It's like they act without thinking. They run out and they buy another box, and they push their cart down the aisle where it is, and they see it and they buy it. And it becomes just an automatic. Here's another example. Heinz ketchup. The size of the bottle, the label, the contents in the bottle have become iconic, have become a part of culture, to the point where People buy it again without thinking about it. And again, I was pondering as I was putting this presentation together, how much advertising does Heinz ketchup really do? Like on TV, magazines, social media? It's not very much, if at all. As a matter of fact, probably in a given year, they might do one or two short ad campaigns just to keep awareness in people's minds. But their outlay on marketing and advertising is very, very low. And the reason? They built a brand. They built a brand that when you put that in your shopping cart, you think you're a smart person, you made the right choice. You bought something that your parents bought, that you bought when you were a child, and now you're buying it as an adult, and you're confident of the contents of it, and it's just part of your life. These brands, you guys, think of the lifetime value of building a brand like Heinz ketchup. It's incalculable. You wonder what what our vision of LoveBiome is? This, you are seeing it. We are in the infancy of building a brand that will become iconic. We are in the infancy of building a brand that will modify and influence people's behavior forever. When they think of microbiome health, immediately the synapses in their brains immediately will think LoveBiome. And so that is what a vision that is. And it is all ahead of us. And believe me, I say this from experience because I've done this. Not only me, but the people that I've surrounded myself with here at LoveBiome, we have created just such a brand. In our professional history together, we have built a brand that has become globally iconic. And so we know exactly the value of doing this. And the great thing is at LoveBiome, we have better concepts, better messaging, and better products than we've ever worked with before. Now, here's another one. Joy sent this to me from Taiwan. This is an iconic soy sauce brand that, again, every household in Taiwan will have a bottle of this soy sauce. And so it's the same idea. These brands connect mentally with us. And if you want to know the backbone of every company, the backbone of every company is not the sales force. The backbone of every company are loyal customers, dedicated customers who are converted to the products, and they simply buy and buy and buy. That is our vision. Our vision is to create wealth and prosperity for every one of us who are involved in building this brand. And we will. LoveBiome will create wealth and prosperity for every one of us who are focused and committed and have the vision to build this brand. And so I want to launch into this short discussion of how we will dominate our space. Dominating the era of the microbiome is our goal. We make no bones about that. We are aggressive. We are bold in stating that. But let me explain to you this process of what it's going to take to dominate this space. To dominate, you need to own something, and that something needs to be compelling, that separates you from all the others. Now, I want to kind of paint you a vision of what's going on in the world today. If you're not aware already, you probably are. Just in the last year and a half, it's remarkable. When we first started talking about microbiome health in February of 2022, most people had never even considered that word, didn't even know what it was. Actually, most people still don't know really what it is, but they hear it every single day, microbiome. And so in order for us to dominate this space going forward, we have to own something in this space that is compelling and that will separate us from all of the wannabes, all of the people who are jumping on the bandwagon. This is the exciting and fun part of our business. We need to own a truly compelling, get this, discovery idea. This idea of discovering is personal. And as we talk to new people, prospects, friends, everyone we're trying to influence, I'm telling you guys, write this down, sleep with it under your pillow. Our goal is to help people discover. Our goal is to help people make a discovery for themselves. When they think, oh my gosh, I never knew that before, that's when we really begin to create amazing activity and results. Ownership also means that we will be associated with that idea forever. And so we need to make sure we are right, that we are compelling, and that we have this vision of this idea that we can help, people create that discovery process within themselves. And that ownership of that idea will be connected to LoveBiome forever. It is like we're getting married to this concept, this idea. Now, as I say that, I want your brains to think about this a while. This means discipline. This means that we're not going back to old habits of trying to be everything to everybody or all this, the way that the supplementation industry has created thousands and thousands of products. No, it means that we've got to discipline ourselves and be so confident and so passionate about what we are delivering and what we own that it actually motivates people, inspires people, and helps them be persuaded to our way of thinking. Now, everyone is exposed to a million ideas a day, social media, whatever, magazines, whatever kinds of media, people are exposed. We have got to be so solid in our discovery idea or our ownership, our concept that we own, that we can kind of cut through all of that clutter, and that our confidence in ourselves will inspire people. Now, this is something, you guys, that every one of us need to work on ourselves. We have to be confident in who we are. That we have the ideas, the message, the products, the formulas, the ingredients, the passion, the integrity. We don't take a backseat to anyone. And if somebody pushes back at us with a different idea, our backbone gets stiff and strong, and we answer it affirmatively and passionately, and make sure that people know we have got the idea. We have got the answer. That we are going to help people learn more about their body than they ever could in the world of supplementation. Now, this idea that I'm talking about now, as I mentioned, the discipline of it, this idea becomes the founding structure of our company. Not some, by the way, this message or that. This idea becomes our heart and our soul. It's the founding structure of our company. It's the thing that differentiates us from everybody else. And it also becomes our product pathway. So you can, by understanding what that idea is, those core ideas that we founded our company on, you'll be able to really understand very clearly where we're going in terms of new product development. It is the foundation of our brand. The graphic that I'm showing you right now, these are the 3 founding core ideas that we stake our company on. This is what we founded our business on. This is what motivated Sean and Cody and I to get in this business. This is where our heart is. This is where our differentiator is. This is our identity. This is who we are. If you want to be one of us, this is how you do it. These ideas are the ones that in our hearts, we believe they are winners, and that they will continue to help us move toward dominance of the LoveBiome, of the microbiome space. The first one is the power of one. The power of one simply signifies this: the world of nutritional products and markets has gotten out of control. It's too complicated. It's too corporate. It's more focused on products than answers, and that most people are confused when it comes to what they should take every day, and even what the benefits are of what they're taking. There is too many competing messages, and so our idea is simply to answer the question: is there one thing that I can do every single day to optimize my health? This was the idea that we centered our passion on in the very, very beginning. It's the simplification of nutritional health. Now, perfectly aligned with that is this idea of the microbiome being the center of health. You guys, if you can embrace those 3 words and ponder them and understand them and communicate the power of the idea that our microbiomes in the human body are literally the center of health. If they are the center of health, that means everything, sleep, weight management, everything else is affected first and foremost by our microbiome. And so if we have the ability to influence the health, the integrity, the diversity, the proper management of our microbiomes, we literally impact every cell and system, every condition of the human body, from anti-aging to sleep and anxiety to everything else. Now, I put under the center of health this idea: the gut, the brain, and the skin. Now, I'm telling you right now, you guys, you know as well as I do that most human beings do not understand the connection between the gut and the human brain. This idea is a winner. This idea gives us opportunity to operate freely within this space of influencing mental health. Think of the mental health issues that we now have access to help people with. In today's world, filled with anxiety, sleep disorders, circadian rhythm problems, concentration and focus, memory, all of these issues that are headline news in all social media. And our core idea is the microbiome being the center of health, and our gut and our brain having this direct connection. We have access now to help people with a myriad of issues by focusing on what we are passionate about: microbiome health. Every microbiome in the human body. This is the center of health. This is where we want people to focus, and this is where we win. These are winners. And then, of course, the third leg of our stool, the third pillar of our company, plant life gives life. We believe in the miracles of nature. We believe that within plant life, within nature, lies the secrets. And that if we find the right ingredients, source the right ingredients, pay attention to the right ingredients, and process them and formulate them properly, the miracles occur. And so this is who we are. If you want to be one of us, this is who we are. These three pillars. And you will see that this graphic, this foundation now becomes the center of every presentation, every peak interest, every drip education concept or campaign that we do, and every product that we develop. So again, just to reiterate, the core ideas. Is there one thing I can do every day to look, feel, and perform my best? That one thing, you guys, is our benefit. The one thing cuts through all the clutter. The result of adhering to our idea is that we don't waste money and time. We don't buy so many products. We don't waste money. All of these things that people are concerned with right now are dealing with every day. They're buying so many products, spending so much money. Products are staying in their cabinets unused. They never really understand in the first place what the results are, or if they're really even feeling the results. Our message of the one thing addresses every single one of those problems. The idea of the center of health. Changes in gut bacteria have a direct impact on every physiological system in the body. The word every is really important here. From our skeletal system, muscular systems, cardiovascular system, immune system, our central nervous system, our brain function. The gut microbiome is the center of overall health in the body. And every day we are impacting our microbiome with our diet, with the things that we are exposed to environmentally. It is constantly being challenged. That one thing, that center, the center of our health is being challenged literally every day. The connection between our brain and gut, to me, you guys, I tell you, my vision, if you want to know, I believe this one area right now is such a winner. As we help people understand that taking care of their precious gut microbiome, the diversity and balance, and environment of their microbiome, the gut microbiome, has a direct impact on things such as sleep, mood, depression, memory, comprehension, circadian rhythms, all appetite suppression, all of these things that we normally associate with brain function. There are large nerves that are connected between the brain and the gut that send signals between brain and the gut, second by second by second, and impact every aspect of our brain function. Imagine having the ability through our products to educate people that managing their gut environment is going to help them in every aspect of their mental health. What an amazing opportunity. And then add the skin, the three, the three big players in our microbiome physiology, our gut, brain, and skin. The opportunities, think of the opportunities in terms of focused product introduction, of getting people to understand better how to take care of themselves, helping people stop wasting money on products that don't really, address the key issues. I don't know, you guys. I love where we are. I love it. That we talk about ownership. Wouldn't it be nice to own the world of weight management? Wouldn't it be nice to own energy, immunity, athletic performance, aging, sleep, mood, depression, inflammation? We own all of those as we own the center of health. as we stake our claim to being the dominant player in the world of microbiome health, the era of the microbiome, we in turn own all of these physiological conditions. We can influence all of them. And it's kind of a cool idea that this one thing, the one thing influences all. But we are involved with building a perfectly running machine. That's my job, my passion, your job, your passion, all of us united together. We are simply communicating to the world that our goal, our purpose, and the thing that we can do better than anybody else is to help everyone build a perfectly running machine, microbiome machine. And this is how we do it, through diversification, balance of good and bad bacteria, populating the microbiome with important new targeted strains of bacteria that have specific goals within the human body, and to feed that bacteria with the proper food. We know about the proper food that bacteria needs, and we can deliver it to the body. To influence an ongoing detoxification, to empower the cells of our body to act properly, the systems of our body to act properly, and to increase the bioavailability of the nutrition that we consume every day. It's a partnership. The products that we take, our Daily 3 system, has got to work perfectly with the food that we eat every single day. And so the products the Daily 3 system, the products that we represent, have to help us derive more nutrition, more benefit, more bioavailability from the food that we eat every single day. This is the basic process that is going on in your microbiome every single second, minute, hour, day, week. The process of the bacteria being introduced into our bodies, this friendly bacteria needs to eat. And so the prebiotics are the food, the nourishment that give the probiotics the ability to flourish, reproduce. The proper food helps the bacteria in our microbiome, the friendly bacteria, displace bad bacteria, because bad bacteria has the food that it prefers and good bacteria has the food that it prefers. And so if our microbiome has a supply of the proper food that this good friendly bacteria loves, it will flourish at the expense of the bad bacteria. And the process of friendly bacteria consuming the prebiotic food creates postbiotics, these metabolites that actually form the fuel for every cell of the body. When we say that the microbiome influences every cell and system of the body, what you are seeing on your screen right now is exactly how that occurs. This is a process that is going on even right now in your system as you listen to me on this Zoom call. Friendly bacteria in your body is searching for food. The food that it craves are these prebiotic substances that need to be introduced into our gut, and that as the probiotics consume the prebiotics, they produce these postbiotic, for instance, short-chain fatty acids that are so key in things like fat burning, increased metabolism, improving memory, all of these benefits that have been proven benefits of these postbiotic metabolites or short-chain fatty acids. Now, I know I'm passing a lot of information to you that will actually, you don't need, we will do this time and time and time again. But I want to show you graphically so that you can become, your eyes and your minds can become familiar with what is at the foundation of who we are. This process that is going on, this simple idea of bacteria consuming this prebiotic substance and producing these postbiotics, this is the magic. And this, by the way, is what we want to encourage as we develop new products. So what I'm showing you on the screen here is at the beginning of every product design that we engage in right now. So let me say it a different way. Read with me on this screen. Prebiotic soluble fiber is not digested by the body. See, it's fiber. The idea of dietary fiber that we've always known is so important, but there is a specific type of fiber, this water-soluble fiber, and there are certain kinds of prebiotic soluble fibers that are especially beneficial in this process, that really, really enhance the ability of friendly bacteria to flourish. So this prebiotic soluble fiber is not digested by the body. Fiber is not digested by the body, but the soluble fiber remains undigested in the gut. This fiber forms a gel substance that feeds friendly bacteria. It's like it creates this store of food that feeds the friendly bacteria, and that process creates powerful postbiotics such as short-chain fatty acids that in turn fuel every cell of the body. This right here, you guys, this is the magic. And this idea of what's going on, introducing this prebiotic soluble fiber that creates this source of food, this undigested cell that remains in the gut as a source of food for the friendly bacteria. That friendly bacteria then feeds on that undigested fiber gel and produces powerful postbiotic metabolites such as short-chain fatty acids. Now, when you think about it, if you've kind of let your vision go, imagine there are targeted biotic strains, bacterial strains that are specialized in helping the body with weight loss or weight management or memory gain or improving energy production and harvesting, helping us get a better sleep at night. That there are targeted designer or smart bacterial strains that we can introduce into the body that will feed on this beautiful prebiotic substance and produce the type of postbiotics that will influence the issues that we are specifically targeting, such as we need more energy, or we want to manage our weight, or we want more cognitive ability or memory to help us, be more alert and productive. We want a better sleep at night, things like that. We want a stronger immune system, more powerful muscles. In athletic training and so forth. All of these results come from this idea. And this idea now becomes what we want to influence as we develop and introduce new products. And you will see, by the way, the first version of these new products that I'm talking about here in our September meetings. And so I don't know if that gets you going, if it's late night for you or early evening or early morning or mid-morning for you, but this should have you like, I don't know, vibrating or something. It should have you like hyper right now because I'm hyper. I guess if I'm hyper, everybody should be hyper. So this is the message I wanted to deliver to you today. This is how we are going to dominate the era of the microbiome. I've described for you the core principles of our company. Those core principles are the foundation of every decision we make, every product that we develop. I've described for you why they are important and the actual process that is going on inside your body, so that when we talk about the importance of bacterial diversity in your microbiome, now you know why. And this is the perfect foundation for us to talk about our daily 3 products that we will in upcoming trainings, and our new products that I promise to share with you during this summer edition of Weekly 20. And so with that, I had one more slide. Sorry, one more slide. Populating the microbiome with unique targeted bacteria formulated with complementary ingredients that feed and empower the gut microbiome to deliver a powerful result. That is a winner. What powerful result? Well, maybe that powerful result is a good night's sleep. Maybe that powerful result is the ability to manage weight better. Maybe that powerful result is a stronger immune system to defend against disease. Maybe it's more energy. This is the winner idea. This is the winner concept that we're driving toward in this presentation. And so with that, I am going to pitch back to Adam, who is going to augment take what I have just shared with you and take it to kind of a more practical discussion of kind of the steps that we are taking to dominate this microbiome space. So Adam, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and turn it over to you.
What I'm going to do is take Kelly's presentation and kind of boil it down into some like real world, like practical things that are happening right here at LoveBiome. And I'm going to talk specifically about brands. Let's move forward to this. So what is a brand? You guys know that I like to ask questions and have you think about them. So think about this really quickly. What is a brand? And I'm going to move forward. First of all, it's a differentiator. A brand sets oneself apart from everything else in the world. When we talk about branding, when we talk about names and colors and likenesses and pictures and logos and everything that goes into making a brand, we are setting ourselves apart from everything else in the world. We are putting a flag in the ground and saying, this is who we are, and this is what separates us from everything else. And so it may look really insignificant to you guys, but every color we use and every name and every word that we use means something special to us, and it should mean something special to you. It's all about evoking feelings and passion and setting ourselves apart from everything else in the world. All right, now moving forward, the brand is also a storyteller. When you see a brand, you're seeing much more than a logo or some colors. You're seeing a story. And that's what we try to do at LoveBiome. When we talk about our brand, we talk about we're trying to inspire or evoke stories. We're trying to tell you our story in a very small way. When you see that little bee with the leaf, you know, there's much more than just a symbol there. It's everything we are. We're telling you in a simple way what we strive to be and who we want to become. And then finally, a brand is a signal. Okay, when we talk about our brands, when we show you a brand, we are sending you a signal of what we strive to be, what values we espouse, the things that we are working toward, and the messages and stories that we're trying to tell. And so, really quickly, I want to run through some of our brands. Right now, you know the LoveBiome brand, but I want to introduce you to the next brand. Now, this is moving forward. This is looking forward into the future. We are elevating the word next to a brand status. Right now, you know it as a product or two products, but we are elevating next to be a brand. And what the next brand stands for is the miracles of nature delivered to you, the power of plants, super foods and super fruits from around the world, fermented foods and powerful antioxidants that will directly contribute to gut health, gut microbiome health. Plant life gives life. When you look at the ingredient label for our next beverages, you see some incredible treasures from nature. Noni fruit, of course, moringa, purple carrot, chlorella, turmeric. These are exotic superfruits and superfoods that we source from around the world. We reach every corner of the globe to bring these superfoods and superfruits to you. And this is part of the next brand. When you see the word next, and when you see it in this context, in this brand, we hope that you'll feel that feeling and that you'll see that story that we're trying to tell. All right, next, let's talk about the PhytoPower brand. Just like Next, we are elevating the word PhytoPower to be its own brand as well as a product. So right now you associate PhytoPower with a specific product, but we're elevating that to a brand. And so when you see PhytoPower, we want you to think about prebiotic soluble fiber, diverse strains of friendly bacteria, critical postbiotics. We want you to think about the words feed, populate, and empower. We want you to think about phytonutrient blends from global sources and bioavailability through postbiotic enzymes. So when we talk about probiotics, when we talk about prebiotics, when we talk about postbiotics, that fits under the PhytoPower brand. These are, well, I was just going to say something that I probably shouldn't have said because we're going to talk about it in September. But PhytoPower is a powerful brand and it means something special. So next is superfoods, superfruits. Oh, shoot. And then PhytoPower is probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, feed, populate, empower. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the next slide. Sorry, Diz, I kind of tripped you up with my wording there. Okay, this is something new and fresh and something that we hope you will love. You're seeing today for the very first time. This is something that we are revealing to you for the first time that we have never revealed before. So how cool is this? This is our brand new brand, and it's called Flora. And we're definitely going to be talking about more of this in September, but we wanted to reward you guys for hanging with us on Weekly 20 Summer Edition. This is our topicals brand. These are impact ingredients all over the world that we've gathered together to specifically address the needs of your skin microbiome. It's designed to feed, populate, and empower the body's second largest microbiome. And of course, we mean the skin. This is a beautiful brand. What do you think of this imagery? What do you think of this logo? We are, of course, going to unveil this officially in September, but right now we wanted to unveil this exciting new brand to you guys because we love our Weekly 20 audience. But what I wanted to do and what I hope that I've done is I hope that I've awoken in you some sense of the power of our brands and the path that we are going to walk down for each one of our brands. You can kind of imagine what steps we can take in each one of these brands to build an extensive product line and explore different product pathways. Each one of these brands gives us the vision and the runway that we need to create an entire suite of microbiome health products, both for the inside, the gut microbiome, and the outside on the skin microbiome. And so that is it. That's all I really wanted to talk about with our brands. And now, Kelly, I will pass the baton back to you.
Great. Thank you, Adam. This has been great. What we are trying to convey to you today is our vision of going forward, the product pathway. But that product pathway has to be founded in something. And so we want you to know at the roots of our product development, our company, what we own, what we're going to continue to own. And so 5 years from now, we are going to be continuing to expand on these core principles that we have displayed to you today. We encourage you to become partners with us, to own them with us, and to be confident and not let anyone take them from us. We've got to be relentless in our pursuit of ownership of these amazing ideas. Our brands are going to help us. The brands that Adam introduced to you, Phytopower, Next, and Flora, will become our Heinz ketchup, Arm & Hammer baking soda, Apple computer, whatever you want. Those are our brands. Those are the brands that we are going to build value into and that people will recognize and be loyal to. Now, to complete this Weekly 20, I know that we go a little bit long, you guys. You're just going to have to forgive us. Weekly 20 during the summer is maybe Weekly 50, but we hope that it's valuable information for you. We have got to be together. You've got to invest the time in allowing us to convey this vision to you and for it to resonate in every nerve ending in your bodies. I want to end this Weekly 20 with one of our top leaders in the United States who we have asked to kind of give the final little coup de grace on our presentation today. And so, Jatasha, if you are ready and prepared, I'd like to turn the time over to you, and love to hear what you have to say to us at the ending of our Weekly 20 here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Olson, for giving me the platform and allowing me to share. Can you hear me and see me okay?
Great.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, first, I got to say to you, you did a phenomenal job. I mean, just really educating the field, the masses, this information that I probably wouldn't have known anything about had it not been for this company. So I just got to say hats off to you. Kudos to you. And if everybody can give Mr. Olson a hand clap, a scream, a shout in the chat on how much we appreciate you and all that you are doing for the LoveBiome family and for the world, for the people who don't even know about us yet. So thank you. And I definitely got to make sure I always give some love and give all the flowers to Mr. Sean Whitney, Mr. Cody Day, Mr. Claudio Aguirre. I never can say it right, Claudio. I'm sorry. Mr. Claudio, Mr. David. Oh my gosh. Amber is absolutely amazing. Her husband, Kenny, all the corporate staff, all the people I don't even know behind the scenes, the shippers, everyone, you guys do a phenomenal job. And of course, to our sponsor and leader, Mr. Mukasey Anika, phenomenal gentleman who I'm so grateful and honored to be partnered with. He does such a great job of leading the charge. He's a do-it-first leader. So he's not a person that's sitting behind the scenes telling you go do it. He's out there making it happen. So thank you to our Quest team, to all of the presenters that show up and give their time selflessly for everyone to be able to win. So thank all of you. And then our amazing leadership, our builders, our soon-to-be leaders, merchants, everybody, the whole entire family, even coming together on this Weekly 20 is always amazing. The energy and the love that's shown from everyone. We thank you and appreciate you. All right, so we got all the flowers out of the way. Everybody got their flowers. About what we're going to do before we get to September. All right, September is going to be absolutely amazing. If you have not been to a corporate event, you want to be there ASAP. I've been saying it all along since we've known about September, is that if it's not a funeral, well, we don't kind of know when a funeral will happen, but hopefully if it's not a funeral or a wedding that you already have scheduled and planned, you need to be there. However you have to get there, make sure you're there. It's something about going to live events, the energy that's transferred, the information that's transferred to you, the wake up, the nudge, the shift that will happen for being around like-minded people who are going in the same direction that you're going, people who are movers and shakers, people who are about getting healthy and wealthy at the same time will be at this event. And you will go back to your region on fire, totally different in 90 days from that time frame until and from the time that you leave Virginia, 90 days from that time, your business is going to look totally different. So you want to be there. So a couple of tips that I wanted to give to help all of us to get to the next level before we get to Virginia, and then of course into Virginia, and then after Virginia. So top thing, you want to always stay in phase one. Make sure you stay in phase one. What does that mean? For those who just got into the company, however you got here, the hunger of how you bumped into this company, somebody introduced it to you, the fire that you felt, the excitement, stay there. You want to keep that. So continue doing those things that got you to that point. Those of who are already in here, if you're already merchant, leader, whatever position you are, whatever got you to that position, you stay there. So give you some examples. First thing you want to do is build rapport with the people you're connected to. If you have not already have a relationship with them. For example, if you haven't spoken to someone on your social media or what have you for 6 months or even 3 months, you don't just automatically go and send them a link and say, hey, check out Microbiome, gut health. No, build connection, build relationship. All right. Our industry is amazing because it's strangers who were strangers. Sorry, can't talk today. Strangers who became friends, who became family. That's how this goes. A lot of you that I've never known before, you guys are family to me now. But once upon a time, you were a stranger who then became a friend. Now you're family. So always build rapport. Once you build rapport, you want to pique interest. Okay, so you don't want to vomit on people and tell them all about what Ms. Olson just told us, because again, they're looking at us as not the microbiome experts or the specialists. They're looking at us as however they know us or remembered us. So just pique interest. And the pique interest phrase can be, hey, have you ever heard of the term microbiome? Because chances are when you're building rapport, the person's going to ask you, well, what have you been up to? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Have you heard of microbiome? Okay. And so, boom, there's your door right there. You can open it up, because once they say that, then once you ask that, they're going to say, no, what is that? Most people have never heard of the term, or they never heard of leaky gut, or they never even heard of noni. So any of those phrases that you ask, you're going to pique interest. When they say no, you want to then put them on a call with a 3-way expert, your success leader. It can be someone on your team. It's just somebody other than you. Get them on a call and let the expert share with them about it. All you do is press mute, and you're going to learn and earn at the same time. Okay, I promise you, it works. The system is powerful, but you got to use the system, because as we always say, system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. And I think everybody here does not have time to waste, does not have energy to waste, and does not have money to waste. So if you want to keep all of that and gain more, you have to follow the system, because we're one person with only 24 hours in a day. We can't reach everyone, but a system can. A Zoom call can. A video can. A tasting party can. Okay? So everybody stay there. So once you pique the interest, you do that 3-way call. Now, let's say a person can't get on a Zoom, or they can't do a 3-way, then bring them to a tasting party. And if they can't do a tasting party, then just go ahead and give them the video. But the most effective way is always going to be a 3-way call. Okay, 3-way call, then you're going to do a tasting or a live Zoom, and then you're going to go ahead and do a video. All right, just want to make sure everybody has that. All right, this is going to help you create more customers, more partners on your way into Virginia. All right, and then the psychology behind it, as I said, people don't know you of being the expert. So pass the information on, pass your guests on to the expert. All right, next thing, enroll for Virginia. All right, if you have not enrolled yet, go ahead and get enrolled. Enrollment is still open. I'm actually not sure if the promo or the specials is still going on. I know it ended June 30th for the early bird special, but there's still time to enroll. So get yourself to Virginia. You cannot encourage someone to get to Virginia if you're not registered yourself, if you're not planning on going yourself. So make sure you are always the do it first leader. Then figure out the hotel situation. Some people, the hotel expense could be a little pricey for you, even though the hotel I thought was a good price, but you can get together and do two. People can share rooms. You can bring a sleeping bag, do whatever you need to do to make sure you get your crew there to help save some costs for everyone. I know the company had offered that we can fill up some buses. They will cover the bus. So Mr. Maurice McDonald and I were talking about getting a bus. We already put a plan together of how we're going to have the bus meet midway between our two cities, which is an hour and a half apart from the location we're going to meet. And then we're going to all go up to Virginia. We may have two buses because people are buying into our excitement. You got to be excited. You don't just want to tell them, oh, go to Virginia. No. Listen, you have to edify Virginia. Every event, you should always be edifying. Every person you're talking about, other than yourself, to your expert or to your prospect, or even to your partner, you want to make sure that you edify them and get excited. They have to feel it. That's why tasting parties and live Zooms and three-way calls are so powerful, because they feel the excitement. All right. So now you get your bus, figure out how you're going to get there. And then you want to have faith that it will happen. The people will come. So it's not, oh, well, I don't see that I have 55 people yet on my team to have a bus, so I don't think I'm going to do it. No, you put it out there, you do it, and then you figure it out. You tell the world, and then you figure it out. You go, and I'm telling you, just when we started talking about doing a bus, all these different people start joining the team. We now have a whole new slew of people that came on board just yesterday that weren't on here when we're talking about the bus situation. That's another group of people that'll be on the bus. Then you got people who may want to drive up, don't want to do the whole drive from Atlanta. They can meet us midway. So it can happen, but you have to put it out there. Faith, right? You have to have faith. It's not about seeing it first. You have to believe it first, and then everything else, because that's a story. That's a testimony. What good is it to be able to say, oh, you know every single thing how it's going to go? Then that won't help stretch somebody else. So you got to say, have a story like, I didn't know how this was going to happen. I didn't know how I was going to get to merchant. I didn't know how I was going to get to leader. I didn't know how I was going to get to builder, star performer, elite, but I put it out there. I said it. And then guess what? It started to happen. So my charge to everyone is to be a do-it-first leader. Sign yourself up, get enrolled, stay in phase one, and let's go ahead and knock Virginia out and get ready for Escaret, Mexico, guys, because that's what's up next. Mr. Alston, thank you for allowing me to share. I hope this has helped someone, at least someone. If not, it definitely helped myself. So turn it back over to you, sir. Thank you again. God bless you all. Love you all. See you in Virginia.
Awesome, Jatasha. Thank you so much. Great advice. We need to go into these events in momentum and with vision. Thank you very, very, very much. Great, great words of advice.
Join Freedom People Network team. Please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. It helps a lot to promote our channel. Thank you.